before they do what they do best. Watch your back.
What is going on, guys? It's HumbleZeus here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get more views on your videos and how to get more of those viewers to become permanent subscribers. Get them to hit that subscribe button and come back to you guys for more and more content. So I want to start off because this video is not long and there's so much that can go into it, but I want to cover what I think is the most important, and then I'll explain all my reasoning for everything maybe in another video, but I'll try to get it all done in this one video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Without further ado, let's get started. So my big tip and what everything in this video kind of revolves around is research. And you might be like, Zeus, okay, if I'm researching, that means I'm not making videos, and what am I supposed to be researching? And that's fine. I understand it's a really confusing thing to just say and not explain. Like I said, do not worry about it. So when I say research, I mean, for one, meaningful research. Now, I'm going to use a lot of examples in the game, a lot of video game examples that you might have noticed but not really put a lot of thought into, and I'm going to explain why they're super useful in doing this, and why research is a big part of what exactly is going on. So we've all heard the term, the early bird gets the worm. And that is what the research is for. The early bird getting the worm, the early bird getting the views. Now, you've obviously probably heard cover content as soon as you possibly can, and that really rings true. A lot of people, you know, they'll buy a game, they'll go to these midnight releases, they'll get a game early, they'll pre-order a copy, you know, they'll do all these things to get a copy as soon as they possibly can of whatever they're interested in. If it's a game, you know, they're waiting in those lines, trying to get home as soon as possible, get their recording equipment together. Here's the first video of such and such game. We'll use Destiny or, you know, Titanfall. Whenever a game comes out, people are doing it. And, you know, the early bird gets the worm really does ring true, because the faster you're putting up content, that means the more likely someone is to discover your content when they're looking for it. But I don't mean just do that generalized nonsense. Yes, it is helpful to get videos up extremely early, but there's much more to it. And generalizing, like saying first Titanfall video, is not going to cut it. You need to be a bit more specific and find things that people are going to be looking for. And why I say research and why research is so important to this is because you want to be researching news about the title that you're playing, news about the game you're playing. I know Fallout 4 is coming out. You realize that no one here has played Fallout 4, but there are already Fallout 4 news videos. You know, people are talking about Fallout 4 already. And I'll use even a better example is Destiny, because Destiny, I know, had a ton of news before the game was even playable to, you know, players. People didn't even know what the game really looked like, but there was videos about, you know, enemies that are going to be in the game, concept art, the Grimoire cards. There was already videos about all these things, even though we had no access to it. And why? People went out of their way to research. Planet Destiny, I know, God, before I had even gotten my hands on the game, I played beta. Before I had even gotten my hands on the game, I knew Planet Destiny already. I knew the channel, I knew of them, because I was waiting for Destiny, and I wanted Destiny news. And what did they do? They went and found it before other people, or at the same time, and uploaded it. And you know, when I was looking for Destiny content, you know, what the subclass is going to be like, what class should I play as? They had that news on lock before other people did, and so when I had to look for that content, the only people I could go to were Planet Destiny. And that's going to be the same thing with a lot of other titles. Call of Duty, you see it happening, though Call of Duty, because it's so big and there's so many people in it, it happened a lot quicker. But you see people like Allier, Drifter, you know, these people going to these events and bringing you news that you're going to need. What are the weapon types? Which weapons are the best so far in these games? And who do you have to go to? You have to go to them, because they're the ones with the news. Doing your research is crucial, not because I want to bore you or because I think knowing what's going on in the gaming world is necessarily super important, but it is helpful in bringing more people in because you know what people are going to be looking for. Social media is really good at this trending topics. If you look at what's trending in gaming, you can plan accordingly. You can make videos according to what people are going to be looking for. So again, I'll use Destiny. What is the light level going to, you know, what's the max light level? 30. How do I know someone completed the raid and someone did news on it, or Bungie released it? You know, these things are what people are going to be looking for. Obviously, we know now that that news is obsolete. News becomes obsolete as time goes on, but it's crucial to have it, and people want to stay informed. People want to know what's going on. Providing a service, you're providing information. I'll use my own channel. The YouTube Guide series is my most popular series in general. Overall, it's gotten the most views out of any series that I've possibly done. Why? Because it provided information to people. It provided some kind of service. Remember, like Zeus, if you're making people laugh, you're providing a service. Yes, but that's not the same thing. Making people laugh is good, but people can go anywhere to laugh. People can't go anywhere to find certain information. They have to go to specific sources, maybe a library. I'm just using general information. A library, the internet, Google, Bing, whatever you use, or YouTube. And people wanted to know, how do I grow my channel? And who did they go to, or who did they, you know, what series did they find? What videos showed up? videos that I made, how to do certain things, how to, you know, get more subscribers, how to get more views, how to do this, how to do that. How-to videos, you know, videos that provide some kind of service do better generally than a lot of other types of videos. I'm not saying that you can't do other types of things, but having something that, you know, you provide that no one else provides leads to people coming back. It leads to people wanting to watch your videos more because they have to come to you because you're providing something that they can't get everywhere. And that's why I say research is the biggest tip, and why it's really like the only tip I'm going to give you outside of, you know, be early on the trigger. If you find something that you want to cover it fast. If you find a glitch, cover that glitch. Might be like, it's just a little glitch, no one will care. People will care, because if it's a glitch that happens a lot, people will want to cover it. I remember a long time ago in the Batman games, there was a glitch that prevented you from completing certain missions or entering certain areas. That got covered. You know, it might have been like in passing, hey, this glitch is breaking my game. Cover it. Feel free to cover it. The early bird catches the worm, and cover whatever you think is important. A glitch is important. A game that doesn't work is important. Something that's broken is important. A secret enemy, important. An Easter egg, important. Cover those things. You might find it, oh look, I found a little bobblehead, ha ha ha. Cover it! You know, people are like, where's the secret bobblehead location? It's right here. Oh my god, thank you. You know what, I'm gonna come back for you when I need to find the other 17,000 bobbleheads that litter the land in this game. Covering things early, and which is why I say again, research is extremely important. Covering things early is what people, you know, want to do, because they want to give that information to people way before it becomes commonly available. You know, if you find say you find a weapon that can't be found anywhere else, if you cover it first, when the weapon becomes eventually well known, people are going to be like, oh yeah, I can find it anywhere. No, they can find it from you because you covered it before everybody else did. And that's why I'm stressing it out. You might be like, Zeus, you've only said one thing. This one thing is extremely important. Providing a service, being early, and doing research is phenomenal in helping you. If you present the information in the correct way, it's even better. You know, there are ways to present information that work better than others, but the better you can do it and the faster you can do it, the more likely things are going to swing in your favor. Channels are built off it. You know that channels are going to be built off Fallout 4. You know that. You know people are going to try to start whole channels just covering Fallout 4. And they can do it because Fallout 4 is a big game. You know, it's a big game. All the Fallout games have been big games and have lasted a long time. Same with the Elder Scrolls games. Skyrim covered a long time. That game is still being covered by people, mods and whatnot. There's a lot to do in these games, so you know that people are going to do it. So don't wait, you know, to be the first one to upload playthrough part 1. You know, you can be much faster than that. You can do much more than that, but you have to be willing to spend the time looking for it. Just yesterday, I found an article by Ubisoft, why digital games still cost a lot compared to physical copies. Even when the physical copy is like 30 bucks, the digital copy is 60 bucks. And you know what? When I went on YouTube, guess what I found extremely quickly? You know, people just talking about the article. People just saying, you know, this is why games are like this. This is why this happens. And you know what? There were reviews on those videos. People were interested in why that happened because it's relevant news. It might not have been the most important thing in gaming, but if you can narrow it down to your particular topic, you can do a lot with that. You know, you can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and feel free to add your own tips. I know this was like a very kind of specific tip, but it is extremely helpful. It has helped a lot of people I know. It's helped me in particular when I was covering certain topics. I know my older series, even though when I was a small channel with only 30 subs, some of my first few videos have like 200 views because I covered Watch Dogs and Infamous when they first came out. Games that, you know, had a lot of PS4 leaning, and I was aimed completely at PS4 for a long time. So I'm not saying it because I think this is how it works. I know that people are interested in these things. I know it because I'm still looking at, you know, Destiny news. I'm interested in Taken King. I want to see if it's worth the money. You know how many people, how many videos that I've watched is giving me basic news about it? A lot of videos, you know, just talking about the weapons. So I know that people are interested in the news. That's why I'm saying do your research. Do things that are going to benefit you. Obviously, don't just kind of sit there. Don't wait for the news to become public to everybody. I mean, it's public to everybody when it's out, but I mean, like, don't just wait for everybody to know about it. Be one of those people to inform people about it. You know, if you like a game, say Call of Duty, learn everything you can. Listen to what the developers are saying about the game. Pick out what they're saying. Go nitpicky. Maybe like, ooh, they say customizable weapons, and when the game comes out and customizable weapons are shit, you know, comment on that. Be like, this is what the developer said. This is what they did. People did that for Destiny. People are going to do that for every game that comes out. Don't feel afraid to take advantage of the things you have. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm glad to have presented it to you. I hope you guys find some of these tips useful. Hope you guys understand what I'm saying, and feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I always want to know. And I'll see you guys in another video. Zeus out.
I'm so electronic.